Nigeria's President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Conflicting judges' decisions on similar facts often create confusion and make the judicial system appear uncoordinated and arbitrary. However, the body responsible for regulating judicial conduct holds a different view that may explain why many of these decisions are allowed to stand. Trust TV's Bello Musa has more on that.
The pattern of conflicting judgments and orders, particularly from courts of coordinated jurisdiction in Nigeria, has increased in recent years, fueling skepticism and cynicism among many Nigerians. Experts argue that this trend erodes public confidence, undermines the rule of law, and may point to deeper systemic issues within the justice sector. According to political analyst Musa Idris, the increasing rate of conflicting court pronouncements is alarming.
Is it that the courts are not in tandem, or they are not in cohort, or they are not in synergy? When you give a judgment in Abuja, for instance, and it has some elements of other arms of government, probably like that judgment is joined with INEC or another arm of government, are you saying they don't have jurisdiction to entertain that case? If you look at what happened in Ibadan, because I would expect that at least an appeal that had been issued judgment, the state party in Ibadan that issued that judgment that they should go ahead with that convention. Are you telling me they are not in cohorts? They don't know what happened that you give such a judgment?
But for Major Hayashin Kurutai, such conflicting judgments and orders may actually indicate that democracy is functioning as it should.
As far as I'm concerned, utmost to know is that this is one of the beauties of democracy, where everyone has the right, where he has an issue, to approach the court for a redress. But meanwhile, as far as I'm concerned, the judgment obtained or an order of the court by former governor of the State, Sule Lamido, is something that he ought to have done if he thought his right had been infringed, with a view to contesting as chairman of the People's Democratic Party in Nigeria. But having obtained that order, suddenly I understand there was a resettlement committee that had been put in place by the party.
Recent conflicting orders issued by courts in Abuja and Ibadan ahead of the PDP National Convention have once again raised concerns about the integrity of Nigeria's judicial system. However, Kaduna-based legal practitioner Aminu Abdurrashid insists that conflicting judgments and orders, especially those arising from court of coordinated jurisdiction, do not necessarily amount to judicial failure.
So someone will go to Kaduna State High Court and file a case, another person will go to Abuja and file a case. Then these courts will issue interim orders, that is, orders to preserve the matter that is before the court pending the hearing of an application that the other party will be put on notice. And these courts might give different interpretation based on the facts and circumstances that are before that court. It depends on what is presented before the court.
The commentators stress the need for greater public enlightenment on the nature and implications of certain court judgments and orders in order to protect the image of the judiciary. Bello Musa, Trust TV News Kaduna.